I mean, are we going to say anything, or are we just going to wait for him to...
Come on, what's my motivation, you know? A good director can get a great performance out of a bad actor, so...
Be less shit.
That's good.
Yeah. Waka waka, everyone.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching Spooky Bullshit Month. It was a complete and total failure. I hated every movie we watched. So to let you know, in a week from now, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we are going to be at Tucson Comic Con, which is exciting. We've been there before. We didn't go last year because I fucked up. I killed a guy, so they wouldn't let me. It was the owner.
Fair.
Of Comic Con?
Yeah, Joe Comic Con.
Yeah, Doug took over. It hasn't been the same.
Yeah, the Con family is really...
Yeah.
If you're in Tucson or you want to make the drive down, we're going to be at booth AA163, I believe.
AA163.
Yeah, they haven't announced any of the other artists that are there, so...
It's like a loot box in real life.
Only you know the one thing that's going to be in there. And sorry.
That should excite you.
Deadpool merch.
Yeah. We're giving away pins and posters, and Sam will fillet you.
Yep.
Right there on the floor, and then
we'll have to like put up a towel or something so security doesn't rush out.
Started stretching out my jaw.
Yeah,
already.
We appreciate it.
Come on down for some free fellatio.
You know, that always brings everyone down.
Yeah.
Oh, down like.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Wouldn't I be going down technically?
Now it's your turn to dab. It's my new screensaver. I'm so happy. Enjoy this week's Spooky Bullshit Month. We're back to regular videos and strong is what they always say, right?
Yeah.
Alex, you want to dab for us real quick? God, what
that was
deep
a deep
dab.
dab. Jesus.
Right. Sam, we're switching.
Yeah.
You guys are so good at that.
Yep, that seems like the Sam dab.
All right, here we go. All right, now how do we turn this? Fuck, Sam, how do we turn this off? How do?
It's your camera.
No, it's this. No.
People with enough disposable income on Twitch to donate real money to shitpost. I fucking love it.
Those people are the best.
I love it. I just imagine some billionaire like, this is worth $100.
Just like fucking Jeff Bezos sitting in front of his computer, like twisting his nipples. I assume that's what he does.
There were too many laughs there. You had too many peaks. It's just like, ah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Dollar Bin of Doom.
You sound so sad.
It is the
I'm sorry.
last Spooky Bullshit Month, Spooky Bullshit movie. Mm-hmm. And we watched Creature.
Singular.
Yeah.
Even though there's multiple space aliens in this one.
Is there? Oh, yeah. I guess the
little,
bugs
like,
attached to people's heads.
Fuck this movie.
I mean, it started out strong. Yeah, so I picked this movie out just because it was part of like a 3-pack, and I was interested in it because it's like the creature shown on the cover. So I was like, hey, this looks like something fun.
Sure, let's end with a bang.
Yeah,
just like they blow up that creature at the end.
Super shitty,
Action
low
movie.
budget sci-fi horror movie that's
Yep.
riffing on Alien.
Yep. Because we started off with like an actual movie, and then like the most lowest budget. Well, fuck it, we'll make our own zombie movie.
Yep.
And then like a vampire movie that took itself way too seriously. So now it's like an 80s action schlock.
So yeah, the
space
creature is pretty much just Alien. If you've seen Alien, you've kind of seen it. They just have another crew this time as well.
There's some 2001 sprinkled in there. There's some Alien. There's some... that's it. I think
That's it.
That's like someone makes you a milkshake. You're like, ooh, is there cinnamon in this? No, it's just ice cream and milk. I'm like, oh, is there coriander? No.
It's vanilla ice cream.
I mixed these two things here.
Yeah.
Hi, I see some influences from... no.
Here, I have the receipt from Walmart. Those are the ingredients.
Yeah. I noticed there's some Dune influence. Milk. It's just milk.
Did you maybe spit in this? Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I just picture every like fucking Applebee's chef just like, oh, hang on before that goes out and just, all right, no. Bop, bop. All right, I can take that one out. Take it to the table and then bring it back. It's like, they complained it smells like fart. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Applebee's.
It's a looping video of fucking Jeff Appleby or whatever.
Yeah, just squatting over a steak that looks like a hockey puck.
That's the Applebee's guarantee.
Yep.
So, Creature.
Yeah, I mean, not much actually happens in this movie.
Some Germans go onto a planet.
They go to Titan.
They go to Titan,
which is the largest moon of Saturn.
Right.
It is the I got so excited, my body burped.
You're like that commenter. You're just so excited to. I know a thing.
Yeah, it has atmosphere, and Sam was wrong about it, and it made me happy.
Yeah, apparently his atmosphere.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's two
Who knew?
Germans.
Kevin knew.
Two Germans are walking around, and they find this egg sack that's still intact.
And then they're like, "Yo,
Let's
take
get
a picture of me
yeah.
for the gram."
And he's standing behind it, like awkwardly smiling. And the guy's like, no, sit the fuck on it. He's like, sure. So he sits on it, and we see it like start to break open. And the dude's helmet just, it's taking over his body.
It's a reverse.
Shit!
Because whatever was inside of it crawled inside Spaceman's asshole.
That's kind of what I
exploded him from the
assumed,
inside.
actually. Yeah, it's like poetry. It rhymes.
Fuck you, George Lucas.
Got it. And then we see this unrelated space station.
Oh yeah.
And this guy's like, hey.
He's like, hey, don't run into us.
Yeah, he's like, can you please turn 0.5 degrees so you miss us? And
Lay on the wheel, dude.
Yeah.
Anything.
Space Jesus, take the space wheel.
And they're suddenly like, 0.5 degrees.
All directions.
And the screen turns on and the zombie's just like, bah!
It's just a zombie
runs into
hurtling through fucking space.
Yep.
It crashes into the ship, and that's like Creature.
Yep. And then someone throws a Nerf football in front of a black screen.
Yep.
And they film it at 9,000 frames a second because it's moving very slowly. I think we talked about it earlier where you're making music on the fly and you don't know where to go with it. It's da-na-na.
And then a woman just like unbuttons another button on her shirt. She's like, oh, we're filming. Okay. Where are we going, Captain? And then they do some exposition.
And they're like, we're going to go to this site we've heard about. I don't know why the fuck they're going there. There's some reason why they're going onto Titan.
It's fine.
Like
To
mining.
investigate?
Yeah, it's like mining or something. Sex. That's what happens
Sex
next.
does happen. Space sex.
Space sex, where she's like, planets scare me. I don't like planets.
she
they
looks
scare
outside
me.
and she's like, space is scary. And the guy's like, shut the fuck up.
So they space nut. And
Yeah.
then they go to Titan.
Yeah, there's something where they're like, oh, we found this ship in a crater. And he's like, okay, land the Nerf. And they just like, then we see like them like pretending it's shaking through the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
It's pretty great.
And then they land and like,
The paper mache planet that they built cracks and it like falls through.
Yeah.
so
The
everyone's
layer
like,
of ice I was
and this
talking
woman
about.
hits her fucking head. And then, she
Oh,
does.
yeah.
And we were like, oh, she's dead.
She's
Well, that's
dead.
one less character in this spooky movie.
So like 8 of them, that's not 8, it's like 5 of them head off to go investigate the German ship. Mm-hmm. They get on there and they look around. The dude continues to nag the woman he had sex with.
Yep.
He's like, hey, maybe be louder next time if you don't want me scaring you.
Yeah.
And she eats something off a desk.
Yeah, it's like an M&M or
I
something.
love
It
that
was-
part.
it was
'Cause,
very-
Yeah.
what the fuck did you eat, ma'am?
Well, they
Don't
also
worry about
do
it.
like the spaceship no-no of like go onto a ship that's been crashed for decades, take off helmet.
Yeah.
And then she's just like eating shit off the fucking desk.
Yeah.
It's the sci-fi version of horror movies now where you need like 20 frames where they look at their cell phone and go, no signal, and then they put it away and then they have the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
These type of movies need like, boop, 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 the air's good, and they take off their helmet. Like, you need that.
They did have that.
But even then, like, they weren't shocked at finding aliens, right?
Yeah, no.
It's not like, oh, well, like, this happens. Like, if you know there's aliens, don't fucking...
Layer of protection.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, even if they throw a rock at you, like,
it's
it's going to protect you.
space rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Susan sees all these dead bodies of the crew, starts screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, let's get out of here. And then we see like the creature, like shadowy monster, and robot lady starts shooting at it. and then they run and get into the airlock, but Susan, fucking her helmet gets stuck on like a pipe or something.
And then her arm gets in the door, and that gets stuck too.
And then we see the monster, like we see from like its point of view, and then blood all over the thing.
That's fun.
And then the guy that was
her name actually Susan?
Yeah.
I think so.
Was the girl with the mullet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she...
No. Susan was the one that just got killed.
Right. No.
Blonde lady was Susan?
Yeah.
What's the name of
The
Blade
robot
Runner lady?
She had the perm mullet.
Blade Runner lady.
Blade Runner lady was, it was like Erica or something.
Yeah. So in the span of 2 minutes, we went from them establishing themselves that they exist on the ship,
Yeah.
fucking, and then Susan dies.
Yeah.
And then he's so distraught about this. Blade Runner lady, don't remember what her name is, like Erica
Yeah,
or
they
Blair
stick
or
a
something.
syringe in the
She
side of
just
his
like
head.
stabs him underneath the eye. I was like, it's a trank. He's fine.
Yeah.
Let's go.
In his
Good.
temple.
He's just like drugged out of his mind. Like, I can't move.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, we're going to carry him back.
Okay, silence. Now I can cut this out. That haircut, perm mullet, would it be called a permit or a molt?
Why would you cut this out? That's great.
funny.
That is a hilarious thing to say to me.
I can tell by how hard you're laughing.
A permit, I think.
Ha!
All right, thanks, Jeff.
So they like open up the airlock doors. The other two people are outside, and they're like, hey, where the fuck's Susan? They're like, forget about her. Let's go back to the ship.
Yeah, let's play a game called Don't Fucking Worry About It.
Got me.
Very true. And then we get a scene where Blade Runner lady is like undressing and looking around, and then this German dude just like comes behind her and starts grabbing her breast.
Yeah.
He's like, I saw you like shooting things. What else do you like? He's like, you didn't answer me. As he's still squeezing, and she's like, violence, and like punches him. And then insta-cut.
No. Fade.
Was it a fade?
It was a fade. That's what was so weird about it. I thought it was like a previous, this is how these people know each other.
No.
No.
No, suddenly
It's
the
the
sexual
weirdest
assaulter
shit.
is just in the middle of the room with them being like, hey guys,
Yeah,
I'm
everyone's
a
super
German.
cool. So what's your whole deal as Blade Runner lady's like, my robot tits. Like, we're not going to address that? And it's like, eat your sandwich.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah, and German guy's like, you need me. Also, I heard you don't have air. And they're like, okay.
Yeah, we're running. Are we running low on air? Is
Yeah,
that what he
that's-
brought
I
up?
said hair for a second. I'm like, no, she has a molt.
Everyone in this movie has way too much hair.
No, so the running low on air is like
Mainly body, you know.
a big part of this. And then we cut to Josh, who's just fucking tranked out of his mind. And he's lolling like in and out of consciousness as Susan's like, Josh, like,
Well,
come
she goes,
save me. Yeah, she's like outside the window, no helmet on.
Yeah.
She's like, come on.
Fuck
He's like,
me.
She's like, sec. Yeah.
It's on the outside of the window.
So the captain's like, hey, go check on Josh. And that's kind of like it for a little bit with them.
Yeah.
And we see Josh like walking outside and he's like following Susan. He's like, hey, where are you going?
Because he's like, I'm going to get this space nut as lady's like pulling her tits out or whatever.
She does.
And
he
grabs his
fear.
nuts
Yeah,
and like
rubbing his-
uses her middle fingers to caress it like a pussy.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
suffocates.
Yeah, so he suffocates while she's like spitting some alien into him or something.
Something.
Doesn't
No, I
matter.
think she's just kissing him because fuck it.
Fuck
Yeah,
it.
true.
And you know, it's a tradition with movies to let us know whether he got the nut or not. They didn't let us know.
They didn't let us know that's
I mean, it's left up to the viewer to assume,
Yeah.
you know? Or it's a lot of like 2001.
So we cut back to the rest of the crew.
You ever fill up your own dick?
God
with
damn
pee?
it. That's fine. Go continue. Continue with your funny, hilarious piss and cum jokes, please.
I don't like the way you said that.
You know what I think?
To liberty of checking your
I think he's balls deep in some space aliens right now.
So they're like, hey, German guy, go with Blade Runner to go find him. And he's like, yeah, all right. And she's like, God damn it.
And get
anyone
more
but this
titty
motherfucker."
squeeze-ins
Yeah.
in this way.
She's like, anyone with this motherfucker. And then suddenly what happens is we cut back to like control room. And Josh is like, hello, human friends, on the intercom system.
Like he's posing for a painting.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like those family portraits where everyone's just looking like slightly to the left. Just
Sorry I didn't tell you I went out and about.
He's like enunciating everything.
That's weird.
Sorry, I did not tell you.
The German ship has lots of oxygen that I think your human bodies need.
Our human bodies need.
I am
And
one
they're
of
like,
you.
did you find Susan? I have not seen her.
Hey, Josh, turn your head to the right.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. So he's like, also, I want to go home, so hurry along over.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I mean, it's Josh.
I mean, I want to leave too.
So then
So,
we cut to Josh, and he like turns his head, and we see this alien slug like in his ear.
Yeah, just
good
And
effect.
it's like, oh, that's
like
that's the reveal. He's been infected. And then cut to the crew getting ready to leave, and they're like, oh shit, we can't contact Robot and German, so you need to get left behind, third lady, and we are gonna go there. But when the German and Robot get back,
you suit up and you guys all go.
you suit up and come meet us at German ship. And they're like, okay. And then German and Blade Runner come across Susan's body and a body of a bunch of Germans. And she's like, oh, it's Susan. She's dead. And then Susan's like, zombie. And there's a fight ensues, and I guess German gets infected. Doesn't matter.
I mean, it matters for the plot, but us as humans
Yeah, it
watching
doesn't matter.
this,
for us personally.
having to
Yeah.
describe
And
the
this is-
consequences of said
So
scene.
we get to the ship, and the two guys show up with the medic lady, and Josh has a stupid bandage on his ear because the fucking
yeah.
alien's still there. He's like, hey, guys.
To be fair, in the reality of the movie, alien's not there. They just wanted to,
Well, yeah.
we don't have to put the prosthetic on. You covered it up.
Yeah, and they're like, hey, where the fuck did you get that bump? He's like, oh, sorry, I hit my head in the engineering room. By the way, I need to go to the engineering room. And they're like, let the doc check out. He's like, she can follow me to the engineering room. So they're like, Josh acting weird to you? And they're like, nah, it's just Josh, man.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
So the doctor and him head to the engineering room. And he's like, wait here. And he goes into this pitch black room. She's like, Josh? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, he's like, wait here, I'm going to fix a thing. And then she waits 4 seconds and she's like, I'm going in. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah, she's like, Josh? He's like, oh, sorry. It'll only take a few more seconds. Why don't you step on into the dark engineering room? So she does.
Cut it out, you're scaring me.
oh,
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. It's space spider webs.
all right, look, none of this moves, so just act like it's... It's great.
It's hilarious.
So we cut back to the two guys after Josh grabs her, and then we come back to the two guys and they're like, hey, you know what was weird about Josh? He wasn't sweating like we are.
We're sweating like champs, and Fennell wasn't sweating at all.
It's not as much of an alcoholic as we are.
He's 15 years younger than we are.
He's like, yeah, that is weird. We're in peak physical condition. Like,
He's got a gun in one hand and like scotch and a cigar in the other.
and then they kind of hear a commotion, even though it's the woman screaming her head off. Oh, shit!
Oh, that's pretty great. Yeah.
So they run into the room, and it's the full-on creature. Like, we see, like, part of its head. And it's just chomping away at whatever this lady's name was, neck. And then the dude with the gun is not doing anything.
Yeah, he's just like,
Still not shooting.
yeah.
And then Josh comes out and gets into a tiff with, like, the other dude.
Space Peel.
Hey! Shit, we got a head explosion. That's
This
great.
movie's one of those, like, it's really great and really nice peaks, and then it's boring for a while.
so boring.
And then
They-
there's, like, a 2-minute chunk that's really fun, and this is one of those, like,
Yeah, that was great. Like, the face pulling off.
the
and,
head
like,
explosion, which
the
I think is our first one on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Great stuff, man.
But also boring.
Yeah, but then,
Well, then
40
we, like,
minutes of...
Well, we cut back to
Josh?
Yeah, we
Where's
cut back.
Josh?
We cut back to the German, and he's like full on Evil Dead zombie now.
He's fucking, he's Emperor Palpatine at this point.
yeah.
Yeah.
He starts attacking the woman at the other
Yeah.
spaceship, and
They
they keep.
think they would have like locked it or something.
That's fine, don't worry about it.
And they end up seeing her like, my God, it's her. She's right, and something's chasing after her. So they go and they open the door for her, and they instantly let the German guy in too.
Cool.
Yeah.
And they're like helping her and like, is everything all right? And then he just takes off his helmet. He's like, I'm gonna scare these fucks. It's like, ah, like, oh God, zombie. And that's just the alien left.
Yep.
And the one woman's like, there was another space station, and they electrocuted it.
Yeah.
And then the guy's like laughing, and she's like, no, like it was a serious issue, and they dealt with it that way. And she's like, I can make the like an electrical trap for this thing. So there's that weird. That scene's so odd where they keep like showing between her she's squatting, she's kneeled down, and they keep showing the area between her legs and like the flashlight, but nothing happens.
Yeah.
Well, she's like fixing the stuff, and then
And we were like, is she gonna like poop out an alien or
like
something?
what's gonna the alien gonna we see it like a shadow?
touch
No,
her butthole?
nothing.
Does she kick the light out and then she's in the dark? Does the alien grab the flashlight?
Or does she grab the alien instead of the flashlight and like latches onto her face?
See, I thought that's what it was gonna be.
Yep.
Or
but-
like crawl up her asshole like it did the German guy.
Yeah,
at
the beginning. But no, nothing of that. She gets it, and then like the alien has like a scare, kind of, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll just like run. So they run down the hallway.
It's getting cut. I just wanted to make the joke of like the old filmmaking joke. You set up a gun in Act 1, and then by Act 3, you're like, what gun? Like we show this flashlight 4 times, and then
Will you not?
oh yeah,
Will you not preface these with it's gonna get cut? Because like you might use it, and it'll be more natural if it doesn't start with. I know this is a shitty joke, but proceed to tell a fine joke.
It's also a joke that's like 40 minutes later than the discussion. So maybe that's why. But all right, well, you're right. I'm sorry, Dad.
I mean, just let the conversation proceed naturally. We don't have to like constantly be like, all right, you can cut this out because it's shit before it's even we even know it's shit. You're right. Saying I have a little self-confidence. That's what I'm saying.
You're right. Sorry.
Motherfucker.
My
Fuck
God,
you.
just remember the climax of this movie. It's so dumb.
I'm about to climax.
Nice. So they run, and we finally get to see the alien like in full view. I like it. It's cute. It's a good enough prop. It's fun.
It's definitely a dude in a suit, though.
Yeah,
which is
it's
great.
totally a dude in a suit.
It's kind of like if you glued a python to the neck of a recently decapitated ostrich.
And you can tell he's trying to hold up like the
Yeah,
head
'cause the
when
head's
it's
all
like
floppy,
bobbing
kinda
around,
floppy.
like, and they're like, "Sit it," and it just like has the animated electrical,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Haha, it's dead." And instead of shooting it, like, I don't know.
And he leaves, and then she's with the alien, and then her face goes from like, hey, and then it gets stark. Turns around, and she's like, I'm gonna fuck with it. But to us, the audience, she doesn't actually say, I'm gonna fuck with it. She just like, is she gonna
Resurrect it?
mother?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry,
Yeah,
or like pick something up and like put the alien's
yeah.
head on her head or something like.
The alien that's already on her is like, now it's my time to shine. Like
Sure,
something like
it
that.
was a weird scene.
But then she just goes like, meh, and it bites her leg.
yeah, it grabs
After
her.
a while.
Yeah,
And you're wondering, like, why did he leave her alone, and why did she do that?
Also, why didn't he shoot it 500,000 times in the head with his
Yeah,
gun to make
that
sure
too.
it was dead? 'Cause that's what I would have done. I would have kept unloading space bullets into it until I was empty of energy.
Yeah, totally.
We should make a movie where that happens, and the reason at the end it doesn't work is because we've wasted all of our space bullets.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we killed the final creature. All right, who has space bullets
And
left?
at
We
least
could-
the audience would be like, well, at least they did the logical
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
Like,
they tried to do the
I
right
get that they
thing.
ran out, makes sense, but also, yeah, I would shoot that shit a bunch.
Yep.
Yeah, so it grabs her, and they hear her scream like, oh, God, it took whatever the fuck her name was. And so they're like, oh, it probably took her to the engineering room. That's where everything happens in this fucking movie.
Yeah, there's like 3 hallways in this
So
movie,
the,
and they're all
the
the,
guys,
same hallway.
I really like this scene because they get to the door and they're gonna go in, guns blazing, to save her. We see she's like hung upside down, and then the guy stops him. And he's like, "Wait, no." And then the guy looks through the window, and the alien just pops up like, "What you
Man.
doing?"
Yeah.
And like doesn't break through or anything. Clearly knows how to work doors. Like doesn't open it. And then he's like, "Oh, you're right. It's not safe to go in there." He's like, "I'm gonna find some blueprints, figure out another way in, and distract them, and then you can grab her." And it's like, okay. So then we proceed to watch the man find blueprints.
Which felt a lot like me, like, you go that way, I'll go home.
You sacrifice yourself.
Yeah.
I'll get lady.
There's a lot of that in this movie of like, hey, I'll see you later. And characters just leave.
Yeah.
So he finds the blueprints. Is like, oh, there's a special like access hatch, whatever. Doesn't matter. And he finds a bunch of explosives. He's like, oh, this will blow us all to hell. Works for me. And so he like fights the alien, and the other guy gets the woman down. And he's like, I gotta go help him. So So he runs down there, and the dude's like getting just like beat to death by this thing. He's like pointing at the explosive, like, turn it on, please, for the love of God. So he turns it on. It's like a 30-second timer. And then he hits a button, and it opens up like the airlock. And he's fine, but like he coughs a bit because of the, poisonous atmosphere.
Yeah.
They're literally just run around for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they get back to the main cockpit that's suddenly, not cockpit, airlock, that's suddenly wide open.
And the alien's there.
And the alien's there, and he's like just standing there, and we see like he has a net that has the bomb attached to it.
Because his alien hand couldn't hold the. They're just like, how would it be attached?
Yeah. So the guy closes the door to the airlock so the woman can't get out, and he's like, I'm gonna go fight this thing without a spacesuit. So he like walks out and starts like joking and shit.
Yeah. Well, it's the sacrifice yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He does that shit that you go to the principal for on the jungle gym at school where you just swing and kick some kid off the jungle gym. He does that shit to the alien, and then he falls out with it. And he's like suffocating outside, and the alien, like it hits 0.
Yeah, it
the
says
bomb.
malfunction on it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it literally lit up and
Okay.
it says malfunction.
I thought it just hit 0 and the movie, like us, forgot that it was a bomb.
No, it literally just says malfunction. And then the guy's like, oh, fuck.
And the
He's
alien
about
kind
to
of
die.
slaps him around a little bit, like, you dumb fucker, you stupid fucker. And then
Suddenly, Blade Runner chick is back, and she just shoots the bomb,
Yeah.
knows it's on him, and just
she's like,
boop, and
hey,
it explodes.
Me Too. I think she was referring to
What
the Me
the
Too
fuck
movement.
I think that's what it was.
I think she was referring to Harvey Weinstein and the Me Too movement. And she shoots the bomb, and the alien explodes for a little longer than it should.
Well, they got to use every bit of the Buffalo footage of like, we set the alien up, we're going to blow it
Well,
up,
they
we're going to
had-
film it from like 9 angles. And it was lit away to where the foam chunks flying out of it were like backlit, so it didn't look like foam.
Yeah.
It was just silhouetted with the black of the alien.
Someone involved with the production of this movie had some idea of how to do some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. The head exploding effect was great.
The
Loved it.
spacesuits were...
Cool. They
I
just
think they're
stole
from a
it
different
the
movie,
set from a
but-
different film. Yeah.
Yeah.
They literally snuck on, and like after the movie was wrapped, they're like,
These are ours now.
"Yeah, we're gonna steal those. Like, be back here tonight. We got to break into
Yeah.
lot 8."
This feels like a movie that is filmed at like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. using other movies' props and sets. And
Anyway, Blade Runner chick grabs the guy that's somehow not dead.
yeah, it's fine.
And they rush in, and then it's a really great convo because he's like looking at her like, "You're a fucking alien, aren't you?" And he's like, "So, what took you so long?" And she's like, "Well, I went back to the other ship, and then I came back here, and I got lost." And he's like, "What?"
Yeah.
I got lost.
And then you hear ba-dam, bam, bam, ba-dam, bam, 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 ba-dam, bam, bam, and the credits start rolling.
Yeah, so
That was supposed to be a joke, or was she serious?
I don't know, because then, like, as the other lady is walking, she's like, "Oh, I got you your novel that I know you like." Like, maybe that's why it took her so long, like finding the
know.
fucking dime store novel that the woman's like, "I've read this 800 times.
Yeah.
We could have used your help, like, instead of looking for this."
Yeah, okay.
Instantly, like, credits. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So weird. That was the weird saying, because I thought it was going to...
Don't you
Yeah.
forget about
I thought we were
me.
going to see, like, maybe on the back, like, in between her, like the hair would part, and we'd see
That would've been
the alien
some
egg, but no.
No, it just ends with they're in space now. Someone threw the Nerf back, and then it
Yeah.
New Nerf.
new Nerf.
Nerf.
Different Nerf.
Yeah, German Nerf.
It's like a Nerf, but more anti-Semitic.
Yeah, the third Nerf.
I like that.
You remember the Nerfberg trials? Sorry.
Yeah, so that was Creature.
Heinrich Nerfler? Does that work?
No, but I like it.
I like it too. So that was Creature. It was an odd film.
Yeah. We had a nice spectrum of spooky bullshit movies.
Yeah, I'm glad we got a monster movie in there. Yeah, no, I like this one. I wish they cut out like all the boring shit and was an episode of like
Star Trek.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd been fun, yeah.
Yeah, this cut down to like
think
45
that's-
All
minutes.
red shirts.
I think that set might have been
Star Trek.
Star Trek set.
For sure.
I think this movie was forgivable for being as boring as it was because it's from a very hilarious time period in low budget movies.
yeah,
That's true.
There's a charm to these kind of movies where it's like, well, fuck it, let's just do it. Like, fuck, we know how to do it. We'll do it on our own.
Well,
Like,
it's low budget when special effects had to be practical. So it's even more low budget looking.
Yep.
Whereas nowadays, special effects are not that expensive.
No.
Even low budget movies can get away with a little bit of it.
Yep.
And it, when you have PS2 graphic special effects, it's just not as good.
Yep.
Yeah, I love practical
If you're
effects.
simulating an airlock, taking terrible atmosphere out of the room, and you play smoke in reverse,
That was fun.
like they did, it's like,
It's
how cute is
that's a
that?
charm to it.
You just have a big warm feeling watching an old ass movie like this.
It's fun.
Oh yeah,
And you start spitting and get real bitter when you watch Breed.
yeah, my heart.
You did do that a lot. Well, like you could tell the design is like, oh, what's very alien like real skinny legs, big arms, but like dude's got to fit in the suit, so it's like human calf muscles,
Yes.
and like human thigh. and it doesn't move much, and like
Yeah, 'cause it's all, like,
it just stands
rubber.
still. Yeah.
Well, because it's just thick, heavy rubber from like waist up.
Yep.
It's tights with human legs, and then just a ton of rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, that head is.
And the guy's like
especially-
leaning down, like. "Ugh."
So this movie also came on a 3-pack.
I try and stick to $1 or under. So
Yeah.
like I'll pay like the Chuck Norris pack. That was 3 movies for $2, so it falls under $1. If that happens, I usually leave the $2 sticker on it
Yeah.
to remind
this doesn't
us.
have a sticker on it.
This doesn't have a sticker on it, which makes me think this was worth $1.
Okay.
For the
Okay.
sake, let's say, Samuel, was this worth 33 cents?
Yeah.
Give it more, or
No, it's 33.
Tom?
Oh yeah, totally. I don't know if I would have said it was a full $1. I would have been really close though, just because of like the practical effects. I really do have a place in my heart for practical effects. They're super fun.
Yep.
They pulled them off as best they could. I mean, the head explosion was super fun. It was just like a bag of meat. They were just like, and shoot it.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. If this were worth $2 and it was 66 cents, I would give it
I'll
66
do you better.
cents.
If this was $3, because there's 3 movies. Out?
Yep.
If it was worth $3, would you give it the full $1?
No,
What would you give it?
like 70 cents.
Yeah.
I think I'd give it like 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
liked it a
80.
little more, but
Yeah, because I really did like practical effects. I am a sucker
it was
for
fun.
practical
Yeah,
effects.
it was
though.
just long and boring.
Right.
Or
Yeah, that
it's
was
just
the
a lot
only
of it you could
problem,
cut out. It needs to be a movie.
It didn't even need to be less of the long and boring. It just needed like 2 more peaks. If it had 2 more peaks, it would have been a full fucking $1 for me.
For sure. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I liked it though. I thought it was a good movie. I liked
was fun.
I think it
don't
was a
regret
good way
watching
to end Spooky Bullshit Month.
Yep.
Yeah,
Finally.
definitely.
We finally gave a spooky bullshit movie a check mark.
Yeah, the best movie we've watched on Spooky Bullshit easily.
I would go as far as to say I'm excited to pick another movie from this.
Yeah,
and
if they're
watch
all like
another
this,
one.
they're both sci-fi films. So if we do a sci-fi thing, I think those would be fun. I will have a copy, hopefully, fingers crossed, of Tammy and the T-Rex when I get back. Gora cut.
Doesn't fit into the show, my dude.
I know.
We could
it
do
won't
like
be dollar band
a
due.
review.
Yeah, it will be a.
Yeah.
It will be a.
Yeah.
Tom's shitty movie collection.
There is nothing that just a slight change in title can't create a new
Let us
format
talk about whatever
for
the
us.
fuck. Yeah, I still want to do. It's way too long of a title, which is like the Miserable Hair People talk even more at length about Batman versus Superman because you've never seen it.
No.
So I want
that would be
all
kinda
of us to
interesting.
watch it because we've both seen it and we both equally hate
I
it.
fucking hate them.
And I want to like take notes and write down all of my points, and we'll talk for like 2 hours, and you'll have like.
I wish you
4
hadn't have told
points.
me that because now I love it.
That's a good point.
Yep. All right.
Yep. Sam's dead. I poisoned him.